Jo, Leute, willkommen zum dritten Folge.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close.
Und ja, ich habe gemerkt, dass die Tonquali, also man hat mich sehr, sehr schlecht verstanden in den ersten beiden Videos. Und das war nicht so gut. Ich habe jetzt einfach mal ein bisschen leiser alles gestellt. Und ich versuche jetzt ein bisschen lauter und deutlicher zu reden.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 17 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half of our game. Kevin Harlan ready with the call.
Ich werde ihn nachher noch mal über WhatsApp schreiben oder mit ihm noch mal kurz teilen, ob er was hochlädt und was er hochlädt. Und ja.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
At small and power forward, it's Dunleavy and Gasol. Rose is the one with Butler as the two. And it's Noah in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. An MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a blocker, and it was. Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And here are the Bulls now. Here's Dunleavy.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
No luck.
They've shown effort and a
Was ist los?
As they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it, you can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Cleveland. Third quarter of basketball, we're about a minute and a half in. And it's Rose penetrating. The shot by Butler.
Jimmy Butler wieder auf Außen.
It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight. For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the
And all of a sudden you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here. Pretty early to be over the limit, Kevin. They'll have to watch the fouls from here out.
Some on-the-fly coaching right there from their leader.
And that's what you got to do. Never be afraid to remind someone what their role is. And they're a lot better off because of how vocal he is.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. And Cleveland also making a change. Russell's checked in. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. And you think, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts. You were alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst matchup.
Rose with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Gasol kicks to Mirotic. Abdul-Jabbar against Noah. Pass to Butler. The dish to Rose. And again, no good by Chicago. Jordan, the pass to LeBron.
James.
No good on the three.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Scheiße, Mann. Toll, das passiert mir jetzt auch genau in der Aufnahme. Schöne Dreck. Options, so lovely.
Open shot, Butler. Yes,
Yeah,
it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 5 assists in the game. Westbrook dishes to Russell. Poked away. LeBron kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. From deep, Jordan.
Yeah.
Brooks checked in for Noah. Cleveland also making some changes. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. And Kobe is subbed in for James.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
Bulls made the postseason for the 10th time in their last 11 seasons. Last year, they have become a fixture, Greg, in the playoffs in the East.
And how about last season, Kevin had that interdivision matchup in their first round against the up-and-coming Bucks. Some hiccups form in that series, but they were able to prevail.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And it's Rose penetrating, and that one's good. Rose has got 18 points.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
Mirotic has a wide-open look. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 6th assist on the night. Westbrook drives in. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunks so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him.
And he gets it to go.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Steph Curry's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Nowitzki. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Nowitzki's got 4 this quarter.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And the Bulls making a change here. Snell's checked in. Davis is checked in for Cleveland. The Bulls have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Brooks. And Davis sends it back.
Kobe. Der ging noch.
And at the end of the third quarter,
Durant
a
meint,
huge
dass er
lead
ihn
in
noch
this one may
reingemacht hat.
already have been decided. Cavaliers on top, just dominating
klar,
this
ich
one.
meine, das hält
And
auch,
time to
aber-
step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter.
Vielleicht mal nachgucken, das zweite Mal an diesem Spiel. Ach, wenn er meint, das.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show.
Steve Nash spielt jetzt.
Here's Nash. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Garnett out there with Durant. Then it's Nash. Then there's Davis. And it's Wade in at the two-guard.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball move.
That's really the area where they like all of their shots to come from.
Kann Durant ihn
And here are the Cavaliers. Durant attacking, and he gets it to go.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Brooks, the pass to Portis. Gibson with the screen on Garnett. Davis with the double team. Kicks it to Gibson. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Ich will jetzt dranbleiben, Snell.
Snell dishes to Brooks. Passes it to Portis. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in depth recently, and will be another stream of revenue for the league.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chicago. And here are the Cavaliers, and there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here is Durant. Puts it up off the inbound. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
And guys, it's easy to forget sometimes just how young Kevin Durant still is. I mean, last season, he became the second youngest player to get to 15,000 points.
For Durant getting to 15,000 points, the only player, Clark, to do it quicker was LeBron James.
Yeah, and it's even more impressive when you realize that Durant did spend 1 year in college, Kevin. You take a year off his age, and he and LeBron got to that point plateau in virtually the same amount of time.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That is his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Here's Brooks. It's Chicago with another bucket.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Moment here now for an injury report. Let's get an update now on Kobe Bryant. What's the status, Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Cavaliers' head athletic trainer. It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury. That's a bitter pill for them to swallow at such an early stage of the season. It really changes the look of this entire team, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And that'll be his
So, Leute, und wir müssen diese Folge damit auch beenden. Und damit sage ich Tschüss und auf Wiedersehen.